Hello and welcome to computer science courses for class 10th SEBA board uh, students. So in this class we'll be looking at the very fundamentals of computer networks, the different types of computer networks, and the comparison between the different types of computer networks. So let's begin. So computer network overview. So a computer network is a set of computers and other units that are connected with each other. In a computer network, information or resources can be shared among connected computers. For example, if there is a printer connected to the network, that printer can be used by all computers of the network. So basically, what computer network is, it's a kind of uh, network wherein two or more devices are connected with each other through a certain medium. Okay. The next is wired. So in the wired we have coaxial cable, twisted pair cables, optical fiber cables. These are some examples of wired technology that is used for computer networks. In the wireless we have Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, WiMAX, etc. So these are few of examples of wireless technologies. So basically a computer network is a set of computers which are interconnected with each other using a certain channel or a medium, and this channel can be either wired, wireless, or a hybrid. Okay. Types of computer network. There are different types of computer networks. Based on the connecting technology, a computer network can be classified as wired, wireless, or hybrid networks. Based on the size, network can be further classified into mainly four different types: PAN, personal area network; LAN, local area network; MAN, metropolitan area network; WAN, wide area network. So basically, based on the connecting technologies, that is, what is the kind of medium that we are using for connecting these computers, we classify them either as wired, wireless, or hybrid. But based on the size of the network, like how far that network is expanding, like if it is within your local reach, whether it is in the reach of your locality, whether it is in locality, whether the reach is across multiple cities or multiple countries. Based on the area of the network, we classify them as personal area network, local area network, metropolitan area network, or wide area network. But based on the connecting medium, we categorize them as wired, wireless, or hybrid network. Okay. So the personal area network. Personal area network is the simplest computer network. Personal area networks are normally set up for individual use within a limited geographical range. In normal circumstances, personal area network offers a network range of about 10 meters from a central device to the other communicating devices. An example is Bluetooth earpiece and a smartphone. Okay. So basically the personal area network, it's a kind of network that is established by an individual for its own personal use. Like in this example, you are able to see there is one laptop, there is another desktop, and there is a printer. This printer is connected to your desktop, and this desktop and the laptop are communicating with each other. And there are smartphones, which are smartphones and the tablets, which are again connected to this laptop via wireless medium. So this kind of network, if you establish within your home or for your own personal use, then we call this kind of network as personal area network. Like here, if you see, if you connect your Bluetooth earpiece and your smartphone, then the kind of network that is created is called personal area network. Okay. The other is the local area network, or LAN. In LAN, a number of units are connected to each other in a small area, such as building, office, etc., with the help of common communication path like a switch or a similar connecting device. You can observe such networks in banks, cyber cafes, or even in your school's laboratories. Examples of LAN are home Wi-Fi or broadband school laboratory. Like in this example, you will be able to see a switch. This is acting as a communication medium between multiple desktop. This is desktop 1, another desktop 2, this is desktop 3, this is laptop 1, this is laptop 2. Now all these devices, these entire devices are connected via this switch, and this laptop is having a wireless connection with this access point, and this laptop is also connected within this network. So if you kind of establish this kind of network between multiple devices like multiple laptops or multiple desktops, this kind of ecosystem or this kind of network is called local area network. And this pattern is commonly observed within your school laboratories, where a single internet connection is able to uh, access across multiple desktop or the laptop devices. Or the cyber cafe is also another example of local area network. Okay. Then we move on to the metropolitan area network. MAN or metropolitan area network are normally spread over an entire city or a wide geographic location. A metropolitan area network is formed by interconnecting multiple LANs that are within a limited geographic area. Example are local cable TV network or the telephone network. So MAN is nothing but a combination of multiple LAN. Okay, if you have a LAN connection, there would be a LAN connection within your college, there is a LAN connection within your office, there is a LAN connection within your hospital. And if this all these LANs or the local area network are to be clubbed or are to be connected with each other, then this kind of communication is achieved using metropolitan area network or MAN. Okay, this is commonly referred to as metropolitan area network primarily because of its size. Like in LAN, you have a very small kind of network within the reach of your laboratories or cafes, whereas in case of MAN, the reach is little expanded. Okay, like here, if you are able to see, it's an example of college LAN, office LAN, and hospital LAN, which are connected with each other via an internet service provider. Okay. Then the other form of network is also called as wide area network. Wide area network are formed by connecting devices from multiple locations across the globe. Wide area networks are often established with leased telecommunication circuits. Leased telecommunication circuits is a communication line between two or more locations functioning across to a commercial contract. Example is an internet. So wide area network is larger than the metropolitan area network because the area that has been covered by the wide area network is very large as compared to MAN. So wide area network, like if you see the case of internet, right? So via internet we will be able to communicate across multiple cities, across multiple regions, or across multiple countries. So this is a very vast area of network. That is the reason it is known as wide area network. Like in this example, you are able to see there is a city A and there is a city B. City A is connected via internet service provider A, city B is connected via internet service provider B, and these two internet service providers are in network via wide area network. Okay, so this kind of networks which expand across multiple cities, multiple region, or multiple countries is also known as wide area network. Okay, so the comparison between different networks, now that we have seen like how PAN, LAN, MAN, or WAN differs with each other based on the geographies, we have categorized this based on the ownerships, data transfer, congestion, design, and maintenance. Okay, based on the ownership, we will see how the PAN, LAN, MAN, and WAN will differ amongst each other. So in case of PAN's ownership is private. Normally one PAN is owned by a single person. Since PAN is owned by an individual or for its own personal use, that's where its ownership is private to that individual. Okay. Lanes, also known as local area networks, ownership is private. That is, everyone can create their lane by connecting multiple devices. Like for example, a cafe is owned by a certain person, right? Or the kind of uh, connection that you are having within your laboratories, that is also private. So lanes ownership is also private. Mains ownership may or may not be private. It is main may not be owned by one organization. So main, also known as municipality area network. So in MAN, the ownership may vary. It can either be private or it can be owned by multiple individuals as well. Vanes ownership is not private. Most of the time, vanes are owned by multiple organizations. Since vane cover a lot of area, like a city or a region or a geography or a country, that's where its ownership is not private. So a single individual can't own an vane. Okay. Based on the data transfer, we have this, like for the pen, we have the data transfer rate of a pen is very high. Since it is very limited within our own reach, so the devices would be very near to us and there won't be much traffic or much distance between these devices. That's where the data transfer rate is very high in case of pen, and the data transfer rate of lane is slower than pen. So lane data transfer rate is slower than that of pen. Similarly, the data transfer rate of main is slower than lane, and the data transfer rate of vane is slower than main. So as we go, as we progress along this line from pen to lane to main and vane, so the data transfer rate keeps on decreasing. So it is becoming slower from one step to the another step. So the pen is having very high rate, lane is having lower rate than that of pen, main is having lower rate than that of lane, and vane is having lower rate than that of main. Okay, so the vane would be much lower. Congestion, there is no congestion in pen since data lines are not shared. Since this is very private and it is in very in a very small area within your own private space, so that's where there won't be any congestion since you would be solely using this network for yourself. So there is no congestion in pen. There might be a little congestion in LAN. The congestion depends upon the number of communicating devices. So the more devices that you add within a LAN network, the greater would be the traffic. Okay, so the congestion means kind of traffic only. Normally the congestion in main is more than that of LAN. Since the area is expanding, now from LAN to main the area is expanded, so that's where the congestion in main is more than that of LAN. Okay, and in WAN there is more congestion than main, LAN and pen. Why the congestion is more is because there is a huge users using the internet or the wide area network. That's where the congestion or the traffic would be more in this case. Okay, we'll see design and maintenance. There is no design issues in pen and maintenance is easy. So there won't be any design issues in pen because devices are limited, and the maintenance is also easy. Lens design and maintenance are easy since this is also there would be very limited kind of devices used in LAN, like within your school laboratories or the cafe. So design and maintenance are easy in case of LANs. Mains design and maintenance are more difficult than LAN. Okay, so the design would get complex as we move ahead from pen, LAN, main and WAN. So mains design are and maintenance are more difficult than LAN. WAN's design and maintenance are more difficult than LAN as well as main, because this covers a very wide area or the wide ranges like geography or a country or a city. So that's where the design and the maintenance also is difficult. So we have seen the comparison between each of these based on the ownership, data transfer, congestion, design and maintenance. Okay, so that's all for today. Let's see in the next video.